On this week's episode of Hedwig and the Trials and Tribulations of Social Distancing, our feathery fellow flies through Diagon Alley in order to gain data for an experiment where he discovers how people are having fun while remaining safe. Hopefully he too is aware of his surroundings, as there are many eerie encounters in this wizarding world.
Hedwig decided to make a graph representing the number of people and tables outside of the hopping pot. He noticed a point at 4,12 and another point at 3,9. Hedwig recalled that the constant of proportionality is written as y over x, so he took the point 4,12 and he wrote it as 12 divided by 4, which equals 3. He took the next point, 3,9, and also wrote it as y over x. So he did 9 divided by 3, which also equals 3. Since both points have the same constant of proportionality, and the line goes through the origin, that means that this is a proportional relationship. We can write an equation starting with the dependent variable, which is on the y-axis. So in this situation, it is people equal to 3 times the number of tables. Hedwig wanted to know what the point 3,9 represented, so he looked to the x-axis, which is the first number. He saw that 3 represented the number of tables, and 9 represented the number of people.
A dark alleyway feels like a perfect place to encounter some interesting muggles, and 8-legged creatures, of course. Nasty indeed, Hedwig. What have we here? This is social distancing at its finest. What a grand observation.
Hedwig made another graph to represent the number of people on the benches. A quick way to determine if a graph represents a proportional relationship is if it goes through the origin and creates a straight line. Hedwig has determined that this graph is a proportional relationship. Hedwig found the point 4,8 on his graph, so he wrote it as 8 divided by 4 to find the constant of proportionality. The constant of proportionality was 2, so the equation is written as people equals 2 times the number of benches. The point 4,8 can either be written as 8 people on 4 benches or 4 benches with 8 people.
Better to not be a foul owl and bother this gentleman while he's working. Time to move along. What have you gotten yourself into now, young Hedwig? Your presence seems to have riled a resentful reptile. Best to get moving.
It's time for lunch, and Hedwig wants to grab a bite to eat, but he's very concerned about the social distancing. So he makes a graph to represent the number of people and tables inside the leaky cauldron. Since his graph is a straight line that goes through the origin, it represents a proportional relationship. He locates the point 3,15 and writes it as 15 divided by 3 to find the constant of proportionality, which equals 5. The equation P equals 5t represents the graph because the number of people is equal to 5 times the number of tables. And the point 3,15 can be defined as 3 tables for 15 people or 15 people for 3 tables.
Look at what we have here. I wonder where we can find a flock of your fluffy friends. You seem to be pecking up the wrong pine tree, little prowler. That creature has wings, but it doesn't look very soft. Oh my! That's your cue to fly away, so you can let your curiosity soar another day.